Welcome everybody to Tectonic Takes. My name is Favian Renkel, and I'm here with somebody that you already know. What's up, Andres? How you doing? Welcome.
Hello, my friend. It's a pleasure to be with you again and say hello to all the fans behind the cell phones.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. We love having you on, Andres. So thank you for all your time that you spend with us. Really.
No, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure as always. I remember everybody involved in the Quakes family. I feel like home. So everybody, I always it's a pleasure to be in touch with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We had a fan actually ask if you wanted to go ahead and work for Matias Almeida's academy. Maybe they give you a job back to be an academy coach. Would you take it?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm still playing, but I'm 35 already. And I'm preparing myself for the future, for the upcoming future. I was in touch with Jesse several times, talking about it. Unfortunately, now Jesse left the team, but
Right.
let's see what's happening in the future. I know Chris, that today is the general manager. He was my coach when I was there. I have a good relationship with him. I have a good relationship with him. I know some people in the Matias staff, especially Omar Sarif and Agustin Salazar. So you never know. I'm open to listen everything.
Well, Andres, how do you know Agustin?
Because his friend, his father, sorry, it's a big friend of me.
Oh wow!
For 10 years. I know Agustin when he was so young. He came to Rosario, to have some practice with Rosario Central team. He was really young, and now he's really important in with Matias in the staff. Always next to Matias, yelling the referees. It's important guy in the staff.
He got a red card. The only one out of his staff.
It's amazing. It's the first time in the history of football that guy. But Matias is learning. Every time. Every day he improves his English, and Agustin is important for him.
Yeah, and Agustin does a great job. We always talk about it on the podcast how it's impressive how he translates in real time. So like if I'm saying this to you in English, he can be saying it in Spanish at the same time. So it's really impressive.
It's not an easy job, because you have players that need to learn and listen what Matias say as fast as possible, and Agustin improve 150% since the first day.
Yeah, no, definitely. And maybe I got to ask you for his dad's phone number because we would love to have Agustin on here to ask him all the crazy stories, right? Like, what's the most thing that Matias makes you say?
He's a low profile. But you need to invite him, and for sure, if he has permission to Matias, you will have it.
Yeah, of course. And I was thinking like maybe the most thing he has or he says for Matias is like just like tonterías, no, like just like a whole bunch of like bad words,
Yeah. But it's a good stuff. Everybody has an important feel important, in their job. So I think that Quake has a amazing stuff in the bench.
So speaking a little bit about Jesse Fioranelli, we haven't had you on since he unfortunately got let go from the team. How did the news make you feel since Jesse brought you in and you had a good relationship with Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse, it's a great guy. It's that kind of guy that you like to drink a coffee with him and enjoy to talk about football. Unfortunately, soccer, it's a matter of results, not just in Europe. It's a matter of results around the world, and the ownership take the decision to send him out. But, I hope to see him back in football as soon as possible.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think he would do a good job in maybe not a league like MLS, but maybe in a European league. He had a good kind of format to go ahead and try.
Yeah, he has a lot of experience, and probably he want to take time to enjoy with his family, and then come back to work in this beautiful sport.
Yeah, no, definitely. And he loved bringing in foreign players, and you included, right? You're one of the foreign players that got to play in MLS. So definitely that was one of his really good traits, because Nathan looking like a great center back coming in. What are your thoughts on Nathan, Jesse's last transfer?
Yeah, he bring a lot of energy. Was amazing, his impact, when you see him, you can see like a captain, in that defense. Quake had a lot of troubles, in that part of the game, and he came and doesn't need time to knew his teammate, to know the league. He bring a lot of energy, and hopefully he will continue in the same way.
Yeah, and it just makes a straight impact on the offense and the defense. So, what are some things that you've seen from Nathan that you've liked or have made you think about yourself playing with the Quakes, or just that aerial threat, right? What was something that you thought?
No, and he's so aggressive, in every duel in the air, offensively and defensively, he made, as you say, he made an amazing impact, and he say, hey, we are here, we are a strong team, let's get better results.
Yeah, and maybe we'll bring Jesse back. He may win MLS Defender of the Year if he keeps it up.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jesse did everything to sign him, and then he left. But as we said before, soccer is a matter of results. Quake didn't get good results, and he left.
Yeah, no, and it's unfortunate because he just signed a new contract with the Quakes too. So it really can. Soccer is that, or football is that type of sport where it can really turn on its head quickly. And at the end of the day, it is a results-based sport. And unfortunately, Matias Almeida is too high of a profile, I think, to go. And unfortunately, Jesse, it had to be someone, right? But speaking about the new GM or the interim GM for right now, Chris Leach made a big splash, and Chris Leach personally. What can you tell us about Chris Leach just as a person? What do you think of him?
Yeah, I know Chris. Of course, he was my coach when I was there. I have great memories about him. We beat with him on the bench. We beat LA like 2-3 times in Open Cup, in Cali Clásico in Stanford with that. When Shea Salinas scored in the last minute, you remember for sure. Wondo scored the first goal, an amazing goal, and then Shea in the last minute.
I was there.
And it was an amazing day, and Chris is that kind of guy that you see him as a low profile, every day he's calm, you see him and you say, hey, this guy, let's follow this guy, because his speech is como dices, tranquilo, como que confías en él.
Calm. He's calm and collected.
He's calm. So he made an amazing sign with that striker from Portland, and I think that the Quake is in the right way. It's a lot of games ahead, and hopefully they're gonna make it again. They're gonna catch the playoff.
Yeah, and speaking of Jeremy Ebobisse, they made a big splash. I mean, Chris Leach made a very big splash, bringing in a player of his caliber, playing against Portland and understanding what that fan base was, and then coming into a place like San Jose, into this culture. What's some advice that you would kind of give Jeremy Ebobisse coming into San Jose?
I think, as we said before, if you receive a call from Matias Almeida and you say, oh, okay, this guy wanna sign me for his team. He's a big coach. I have a lot of things to learn about him. San Jose, it's a team that you feel like a family. You see every goal when the team celebrates all together. Everybody is involved in the celebrations. Medical staff, coaches, everybody. It's a family, and players like that part. So I think that he make a good choice, and I hope that he has an impact like Nectar immediately.
Yeah, and Just thinking about this transfer, this is something that the Quakes haven't done. So, Andres, as a fan, are you excited for something like this?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course, because you know that kind of moments when you need to bring energy, you need to collect points, and you sign
yeah,
a striker from that caliber,
right.
especially from Portland. You know that Portland it's an opponent for Quakes
Yeah, yeah,
in
right.
that playoff
Exactly.
spot. You know, so
Yeah,
you sign a good player for your team, but also you take out a
that's
good
true.
player
Yeah,
from another opponent for the playoff. You know,
that's
so
true. Yeah.
I think it was an amazing move.
Yeah, and Jeremy Bobasi goes from Gio Savarese, an Argentinian coach, to another Argentinian coach, and Matias Almeida. So,
Yeah, exactly. So for sure he knows all the bad words.
yeah,
You know,
exactly. And then we have another news of transfer on that same day. It seems like Florian Jungwirth, or we know now that Florian Jungwirth went to play for Vancouver. And having played with Flo, how do you feel about this transfer?
yeah, Flo also it's that kind of leader. You know that everything need. Unfortunately, probably in the last couple months he didn't was in the good level. You know,
Yeah,
and he has to left. It's a matter of soccer. It's a matter of MLS rules.
yeah,
But I think Flo during these 3 years and a half, if I'm
yeah,
not wrong, he did an amazing job for the team, for the community, for everything involved in the club. And now he has new challenge for his career. He's an amazing guy. He's always happy in the locker room, important guy in the locker room.
yeah.
But you know, it's a matter of soccer, of soccer players'
Of
life.
course, of course. And this is a great opportunity for him too. I mean, he gets a brand new, I think he signed a brand new deal for 2 years. So this is another opportunity to keep playing MLS soccer. So if he goes ahead and makes a good impression with Vancouver, he still can play at the highest level of what he wants, right? And every football player wants that, or every soccer player at the end of the day, once they start getting older, right, to play at the highest level they can, because then they can go ahead and still make whatever they want of their personal goals. So definitely a great opportunity for Flo. Um, were you in the locker room when he said, "I'm playing with a whole bunch of JV boy or young youth boys out there"? So I'm just thinking about the great moments of Florian Jungwirth. And were you there for that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
enjoy a lot. That locker room in 2017 was really good with Flo, with Quincy, with Tommy Thompson when
yeah,
he was young. You know, was no, it's not the Tommy that today. You know,
with
it's
the long hair. Yeah, it was a short hair, probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
longer. Yeah, he needs a haircut as soon as possible. but I really miss that times in
Yeah.
the locker room.
And speaking of one of your former players too, Quincy Amarikwa today signed with the Oakland Roots. Yeah, so big
I
news in the Bay Area
yeah
too.
Yeah, Quincy also it's a great guy. It's that kind of guy that you need in the locker room
Yeah,
for 90 minutes, for 40 minutes, or just for the locker room. You know, it's that kind of guy that every team needs in the locker room.
yeah. I mean, he could definitely go out there on the pitch and talk an ear off those defenders. Maybe throw them off a
Yeah,
little bit. So
uh, it's amazing. It's amazing. He's really smart about his skills
yeah,
inside and outside the pitch, and I hope that he bring good performance with Oakland.
yeah, no, definitely, and we wish him the best because he's been on our podcast as well, and Flo as well. I have no doubt in my mind that Flo and Youngworth is going to succeed in Vancouver. I think that situation may be a little better because they don't play this man to man like they do here in San Jose, which it
Yeah,
asks us. I mean, for a player in age, right? It asks a lot physically from a soccer player because you have to man mark a player that's obviously going to be a lot more faster than you. So definitely this situation might suit him a little better, maybe a more traditional back line, more traditional center back pairing. So definitely we wish everybody the best, and Jesse Fioranelli as well. We wish him the best too. But Andres, looking at the results lately from the Quakes, we are unbeaten in, I believe, 6. So we have, picked up now in our last 4 games, or last 4 games, we picked up 8 points, right? So how do you feel about the team's form, and are you excited for the next couple of games?
Yeah, especially because we have next two games at home.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's good for the team to still in the same way to catch points at home.
Yeah.
I remember when I signed for the team, Clarence Goodson said to me, if in this league, if you win at home, you catch playoffs. So I think it's Quakes make good game at home and win and collect point at home.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it again. And you remember last year the team made playoff, went to Kansas City, the top team. And it was so close. So the most important thing is to catch playoff, and then everything can happen.
Yeah, and I think this team is moving in that direction where Christian Espinoza is finally turning it on. I mean, we're seeing him come into stride, the footballer that he can be every single year, right? And it maybe took a little longer this year due to COVID and just the late start and things like that, but he's finally getting into rhythm, and that's something you want to see. Andres, I know you didn't get to play with these Mexican players that we have here today, but what do you think on Chofis Lopez? He's having his best career or year in San Jose compared to what he had at Chivas. So maybe this situation has helped him a little bit.
Yeah, Matias know him really well, and he trusts him, and he said even if Chofis didn't play for Chivas in last season, and Matias called him and said, hey, come here. You are important for me. I gonna give you all my confidence, and Chofis has a lot of skills, for the league. And he's doing it, and I think he has more to do.
Right.
He will improve, and he will be at the end of the season. He will be really important for the team, and as we said before, I hope that we can catch the playoff.
Yeah, no, definitely, and yeah, it seems like we might just catch the playoffs. And Andres, do you have anything else you would like to talk about, or I'd like to say to the fans while I have you?
No, it's as I always say, I felt like home when I was there with my family. I hope that we're gonna be back someday, be on the Quake staff on the team or doing something, but for sure we're gonna be there. We're gonna enjoy a barbecue with everybody involved there, and I think I hope that day comes soon.
Yeah, and we thank you for everything you've done for the Quakes badge, and we hope to see you soon. Hopefully we get to break some news like, hey man, you're gonna be like assistant director, like Chris Leach calls you up, hey, I need a translator, maybe.
Yeah, why not? If Chris is watching this, hey Chris, I'm here, I'm open.
Sounds good. All right, Andres, thank you so much for your time today, and go Quakes.
Go Quakes, my friend.
Thank you.